Chosen ones, I want to talk about how you know when you're close to your breakthrough. So, how you're going to know that you're close to your breakthrough is, first, you're going to get an awakening. Now, this awakening is going to be when God shows you a big time sign that He's there, and that you're going to know that He wants you to make changes. You're going to know that you are now closer to God than you have ever been before. That's the start of the awakening. He gives you a clear sign that He's there and He's ready for you to make changes and make moves. Then, number 2 is that you're going to get highly interested in growth. Like, you're going to want to read the Bible, read self-motivation books. You're going to want to watch videos like this. You're going to want to do a lot of self-development, going into the gym and just doing anything that you can do to become a better you. Right? That's step 2. Step 3 is He's going to make sure that you stay consistent. And He's going to keep giving you signs, letting you know that He's watching and that He wants you to stay consistent and stay on your path and don't get discouraged. So then, after that's the big one. Step 4 is when He is going to test you. You will be tested by the things that you have overcame to make sure that you're ready to go into the next level. He wants to know that if He takes you to that next level, that He can trust you. Now, this is the hard one, because you are going to be attacked by things that may be your weakness, things that may have held you back before in the past. You know what I mean? So, like, for an example, as soon as I was becoming my best self and I was doing everything right, everything. I was going to the gym. I was staying clean from cigarettes and drugs and alcohol and all that. I was temporarily isolated, where I wasn't focused on anything but growth and development. No females, and for ladies, no men, things like this. And then I remember I've had a few different tests, and it's kind of crazy when I look back at it. One of my tests, because one of the things that back in the day that I used to struggle with big time was lust. I used to go around, and because I lost my mother at such a young age, I would go around and try to find a woman. Felt like I needed a woman, felt like I had to have one at all times to feel complete. Now, us men and us women, and you women, we do need a significant other. We do need that. But the thing is there becomes a time where after you've been brokenhearted, or after you've taken setbacks, or God's taken things away from you, maybe because you didn't appreciate it, or maybe because you made decisions that you shouldn't have, and you were heading down the wrong path, He's going to pull you off that bad path and separate you, and pull the bad people out of your life, and pull all the things weighing you down before He does all this. Well, I had someone that was married getting a hold of me and trying to get me to, do sexual things with her. And I knew she was married, and that's kind of where she started this conversation. And the conversation was just, she wasn't happy with her old man and this and that and this and that. Obviously, I shut it down. And I obviously knew that this was also a test, especially when I looked back on it, because I was like, that's crazy. because I was practicing semen retention. I was staying away from lust. I wasn't going to no bars. I was completely focused. And I was like, that's crazy that just happens out of nowhere, right in the middle of the growth. You know what I mean? And that's not by coincidence. That's not by coincidence at all. That was a test. And so that happened. Then one of the other things that I really struggled with was addiction and alcohol and stuff like that. And I had blocked all the numbers that I ever used to party with, and I was not even thinking about using or doing anything like that again. And what had happened was somebody that I hadn't even talked to in like a long time randomly hits me up, obviously trying to test me. They didn't know that, but these people get used. They'll get one of your downfalls, and it'll be a test. It'll be a test from the demons trying to hold you back. And when you're in your growth mode, you really have to be aware of this, y'all. Because it's not easy at all when you're being attacked and when you're a chosen one, man, you have to go through so much adversity already. And which caused some of us to use coping mechanisms to get over some of the pain that we had went through, right? I myself had fell victim to this before. So when you start elevating and you're trying to reach that final breakthrough, breaking through the old habits, breaking through the old mindsets, breaking through the old hardships, breaking through the old habits, all the things that held you back. When you start to break through that, you are going to get a final test. Now, this is very hard. It's easier said than done. Now when you do pass the test, you might get a few of them. It might not just be one, because there has to be consistency there. You know it? And in the Bible it says that kings had fell 7 times before they finally got it right. This is even in the Bible. So I was just wanting to drop this quick video on this beautiful hot Saturday. I went to the pool. You can tell my head's burnt a little bit. Trying to enjoy some sun, because us chosen ones, we need to get out in the sun. Even during our isolation time and our preparation, our growth time, sometimes we get stuck in that isolation. And it's good when you're learning and you're growing and you're doing all that, but at the same time, you don't necessarily have to hang out with other people right now, but you do need to get yourself out there and go on walks, maybe listen to music or a podcast or something like this, a video that's going to help you. And even sometimes when you walk, you need to just walk with no headphones in the quiet and just soak the nice weather in, take some deep breaths, talk to God. It doesn't matter. You ain't crazy. You're a chosen one. We must be close to our higher power. We must be close to the man up above, because he is going to guide us on what our purpose is. This is what he wants. He wants us to build a relationship with him. So that is one of my favorite forms of meditation, because I can get exercise, and I'll take my headphones out and I'll just listen to the birds. I'll either go in like some wilderness or anywhere you can get away. The more quiet, the better, I would assume. Just go for a walk in the sun and soak it all in. Take deep breaths for a while. Clear your mind. Stop worrying about all the things that you have been focused on, because you're so deep into the growth and into the process and into all that's happening right now during your isolation period, that sometimes you must reset. It's good to take a good half-hour walk and just just thank him. Just thank him for being there for you, and thank him for always having your best interest at heart, even when it hurts. Sometimes he must remove things that we won't remove on our own. Just like if you got a little daughter and she's hanging out with these guys that you know are bad, and they're giving her drugs, or they're giving her this and giving her that. Right now they're in a situation, then you are going to protect your daughter or son from doing this. You're going to do your best to protect them. That's the same thing he does. It's protection. So I just wanted to drop that real quick so you guys could stay focused, keep your mind right, and focused on the path that you're on. And I know that sometimes it gets lonely. It even got lonely for me. That's why I stay in the gym as much as I can, self-development. Today was the first time I went to the pool for a while, like all year, because I've been so focused on growth mode. And that's why I told myself, man, you got to get out there and get at least an hour in the sun. Get a good swim, get some exercise in the pool, swim some laps, lay back for a minute, soak the sun in. It's going to build your endorphins, and the endorphins is going to help take away stress and anxiety. It's going to help increase happiness. This is something us chosen ones must do, is take a reset when we're in this season of our life. So I just want to tell y'all to remain strong, keep being positive, even in the hardships, even in the hard times. We got to be that light in the dark for other people, and right now we must be prepared. We go through more because we ain't the rest of the people. We are to help the rest of the people. That's why we go through hardship, so we can be stronger than the average. That's why we were chosen, because God knows how strong our heart is, how strong our minds are, how resilient we are. Most of us, no matter what we go through, it's not going to break us, because we've made it through so much growing up that about now, although we might get times where we feel weak, we know deep in our core and our soul and in our minds that we are going to persevere. We will make it through this. So I just wanted to drop this gem on you real quick. Hope that I could give you some inspiration, let you know some of the steps that happens. I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And if you know any other chosen ones, share this to them, because God needs people to get through this together. We must stick together. We are an army. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Salute.